before I get into it, okay? So, yesterday, last night, I was getting ready to watch Wonder Woman, and my cousin Brittany, she has her own YouTube channel. She talks about anime, does cooking, about cooking, and talks about anime, time in Japan, a whole bunch of other stuff, right? So she puts this on Twitter, and she says, uh, "Just watched Wonder Woman 1984, and it's I'm glad I didn't pay it to go to a movie theater to go see this." And I messaged her back like, "Yo," I said, "You didn't like it?" She was like, "Is I got some stuff to say about it. So I'm gonna make a video tomorrow." So I don't know. She may or may not have a video on this today, but I just thought and then I said, uh, getting ready to watch Wonder Woman 1984. I put that on Twitter, and she said, I like Brie Monique. Really, she got me nervous, but we'll see, right? So get around to watching the movie, and honestly, I think there are things that I don't like about it. There are things I do like about it, and I'll just start with the things I don't like about it. Uh, I think like like the things that Maxwell Lord was doing didn't make any sense. Like didn't make a lot of sense because in the movie, he's in the beginning of the movie we find out that he's in debt and he's losing a lot of money. He's basically trying to find oil, and he's trying to get all these investors to give him money to be able to go find oil, but he can't find any. So and so he basically makes his promise. Well, I got something going, and we find out that it's this wishing stone that has powers to grant wishes. It has the powers to grant wishes, and we find out that uh, the place where Diana works and Barbara works at, who becomes Cheetah, that's where they work, and they have the stone, right? So maybe they did explain this. I do not remember them explaining this, but they Maxwell well knows about the stone, and he knows where it is, and he knows where it is. So he goes to a place where goes to see Barbara, and he starts flirting with her, basically trying to get access to the stone. So he gets access to it, right? And he goes up to this stone, and he gets the stone, and he basically you would think he would wish for like I could find oil reserves, or I could find wish for money or something. No, he wishes for I want to become the wishing stone. Huh? Like, why would you wish for that? That doesn't make any sense. Uh, I guess maybe it goes with the theme of always wanting more. It's never enough. So I guess, but I still think that's kind of silly. It didn't really make sense to me. Uh, then I didn't like the beginning scene, the opening scene of the movie. Well, not the opening scene, but there's things I didn't like about that too. I think they should. Well, I'll get to that later, but the scene we saw in the trailers with her in the mall fighting the guys, I thought that scene felt very much like a cartoon. It didn't feel real. Like it just felt like ripped straight out of a cartoon. He's sliding people around. So, like it just looked very fake, cartoony. Like it just looked weird to me. And we see that uh, she's still in hiding after the events of Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman. She's destroying the cameras. She's telling people, kids, be shh. She's doing that, and because the world is not supposed to know about her yet till you know, Batman vs Superman and Justice League. And another thing I didn't like was uh, I didn't like the runtime. I think they could have shaved like about 15, 20 minutes out this movie. Made it because you do feel the runtime, like it does start to feel kind of long after a while. At least to me, I don't know, maybe to other people it didn't. It did start to feel very long. So I think they could have shaved like maybe 15, 20 minutes out of the movie, make it flow better. But the other thing I didn't like how the wishes work. So another thing that it really makes sense. Okay, they kind of flip floppy on how the wishes work. So it's wishing stone. They established that you have to be touching the stone and you have to say your wish out loud. They established that throughout the movie. That's what you have to do, right? So so you see Barbara make her wish to become like Diana. She's touching the stone and she says her wish out loud. We see Maxwell Lord touches the stone and makes his wish out loud. But with Diana, she doesn't do that. She's thinking about her wish, but she doesn't say it out loud. But somehow her wish still comes true. That they're kind of flip floppy on how that works, and they're kind of very flip floppy on how that works, how the wishes are made. Because later on in the movie, we see Maxwell Lord, he starts broadcasting this signal so he can grant people more wishes, and he's not touching them. So it seemed that you had to be physically touching them. So they kind of play flip floppy on how the wishes work, and that's another thing I didn't like. But honestly, well, there are some other things that I didn't like, but it's more towards the end, so I'll get to that later. But I would get to things I did like. I love the relationship between the portrayal of Pedro Pascal of Maxwell Lord. I mean, that was like some of the things that he did, but I did like his character. I like the way he's portrayed by Pedro Pascal. Mandalorian, then the Jarn, and and I like the relationship between Max and his son, and and the scene that really got me was when at the end of the movie, he finds his son, comes and hugs him, and he basically apologizes and says he's not a good person, all this other stuff. He said he wants his son to be proud of him, that he's not the person to be proud of, right? So then his son says, "You don't have to make me proud. I love you, and because you're my dad." Oh man, I just start crying. I got you shed a couple tears. I was like, oh man, that got that got me, man. That got me. And we see that um, I like the relationship between Steve and Diana. So basically, Diana's wish is that she wants Steve Trevor back, and Steve he possesses the body of some random dude, and she gets Steve back, and I didn't think that would be the way they would do it. I knew Steve was coming back. We all knew, but I think that would be the way to do it. He possesses someone's body. That was an interesting way to do that, I guess. I guess they didn't had avoided the question of this guy from 100 years ago still walking around, but then again they had that with Diana, as a character from 100 years ago, is just still walking around. From decades ago, is still walking around. So I don't know. I guess that's the way they decided to do it with him. I mean, I guess maybe because he died. I guess maybe, but I don't know. But uh, yeah, I like the fight scenes. With the one on the train, the train with the trucks in the middle of the road, and the fight with Cheetah, um, and the one in the hallway in the White House. I thought that was cool. I like all the fight scenes, except for the opening scene in the mall. And so we find out that when it grants a wish, it also takes something from you. So with Diana, it started taking away her powers, yeah, and so it takes whenever it grants you a wish, it takes something else in return. And and uh, so this movie, I like the Kristen Wiig as Chris as a Cheetah as Barbara. Well, when she starts becoming Cheetah, before that, it's kind of annoying, but it's kind of annoying, but it's a it's an interesting. I like the when she starts becoming Cheetah. When she starts becoming Cheetah, it starts getting interesting. And I liked her look as Cheetah. I thought it looked good. Uh, then we get to the end where she throughout the movie they find out that only way to stop Max is either kill him or because he wishes to become the Wishing Stone. So either kill him or renounce your wishes. And they don't want to kill him, but they also don't want to renounce their wish, Barbara and Diana. So they don't want to do that. So what they do is uh they decide to just find another way. But then it gets to in the movie, and then they realize that uh, it's she Diana, she doesn't want to lose Steve, and Barbara doesn't want to lose her powers, and then that kind of brings them to clash, and you, so they eventually realize that that's what they gotta do. So basically, she gives one final goodbye. Thought it was a sweet, sweet moment. Uh, but yeah, overall, it's nice, solid movie. Things I didn't like, things I liked. Solid, not great, not amazing, not not bad, not horrible, just solid. Nice, solid movie. It doesn't rank up there with Man of Steel. Shazam. Even the first Wonder Woman, I like the first one better. Not that this one is horrible. It just I think the first one is better. Uh, we get to the post credit scene. I didn't like this at all. So basically, we see this woman. She's walking down the street, right? And this pole starts to fall. She catches it, and it's revealed that as early in the movie we hear Diana tell a story about Asteria, who protected Amazons from man because they were enslaving them and so they could get away, right? So we see this Asteria. You find out that it's Asteria, but you see that it's played by Linda Carter, who played Wonder Woman in the original TV show. And then she says, "Yeah, I've been doing this a long time." Then I was thinking to myself, like, she might as well just wink to the camera. And then she did. That's exactly what she did. She just winked to the camera. But yeah, overall, nice solid movie. Things I didn't like, things I did like. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Did you guys like this movie? Did you guys hate it? I think Brittany was kind of like, ah, yeah, I don't like this man. But I wonder what Aaron thinks, her boyfriend. I want to see what he thinks. But let me know what you guys talk. What do you guys think about this? Are you Did you guys see it? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Deuces.